Okay, so now we're at 21 KeJo. Um, we're at about the same point of the lake that we were at. We're just on the other side of the lake. Um, this is a much better representation of what you get for your money at the lake. I'm familiar with this area because my property, I've got 46 acres about 15 minutes from here, so I know this side of the lake very well. It's about a 20-minute drive for you to get to Versailles, maybe 25-minute, which there's a Walmart there, restaurants, and then Lori is about 15 minutes, and there's Sonic and restaurants, bars, and all that kind of stuff. Big Dick's is just right down here, which is a popular bar in this area, so you don't have to drive 15 minutes into Lori. You can just go there, and it's just across from the water. Um, Very popular place for people to go. I just sold a house just down the road down here a few months ago, actually, so pretty familiar with this. And this place is really nice. So let's go in the shop to start with. First of all, you have plenty of room just to park the fifth wheel out here if you wanted. Not that you would do that because you have this huge shop, but there's plenty of parking out here, especially when you had to prep for the night, getting ready to leave the next morning. So this shop, they've got insulated doors on it. They got those French doors and they got that entry door right there. The rest of the shop hasn't been insulated, but it'd be pretty easy to do. There's minimal wiring here. They've got a little bit of conduit with a couple plugs. Other than that, they've just got the hanging plugs that they built. Big shop. You can fit your fifth wheel in here out of the way. There's two doors there, so you can fit the truck and the fifth wheel in here. Really nice shop. It does come with its own bathroom. They kind of made that bathroom, so you just pull your stool out right here, and there you go. Yes, I'm not joking. That is the bathroom. Okay. So, and then office space. Now, there's plenty of room in the house, but this is perfect office space. Watch your step there, Nathan. This is perfect office space for you. You see right back here, you put a desk, a TV. They've just got this piece of metal here, but there's plenty of space back here for a nice office. Both of you could have your own spaces back here. They've also got a heating and air window unit right here, which is nice. And then you have another door going out and down to the house. We're going to go out this door in the shop so you can get a little perspective of the shop from this angle. So we're going to walk over here and we'll double back. That office space was right here. Just so you can kind of see this nice deck they built around this entire shop. And then you can see the house down there. Pretty cool. We're gonna pause it here and then we will pick back up at the house. Okay, so in front of the house here, what you can't see or haven't seen is from where we started in the front of the shop, you can actually drive down here and you can park down here. So, if for whatever reason you want to park your fifth wheel down here or just pull up on a rainy day, then you're able to pull up right by this front door and then jump in the house. And then when you leave, Nathan will show you, it kind of takes off and you can drive back around. So it's almost like having your own circle drive. Finishes on this house and have done some improvements. I know the guy that did the improvements. They do good work. They did a good job on all the improvements. But it's just simple, clean, nice, traditional house. This is just a front porch. I'm sure it used to be a sunroom, which I guess you could still use it as a sunroom. Great place for a hot tub. Nice entryway. We got bedrooms over there. The bathroom, you can go ahead and just go to that bathroom right there. The bathroom, hall bath right there on the left. Nice and clean. Then we got the first bedroom over here. It is probably about 10 by 12. It's pretty small. And then I guess they would consider this to be the main bedroom. It's not really a master because it doesn't have an attached bathroom. Double closets, his and hers closets. And then off the bedroom, you can step on the back porch, which Nathan will show you the lake views. Beautiful. And we'll do check that out more here in just a second. But that comes around into the kitchen area. So just to reorientate you, those bedrooms we looked at are right over there. The front door is right over here. Then you have some countertop desk space right here. And then the kitchen, eat-in kitchen. It's a little different setup because you've got your cabinets over here with your stove. And then your sink is all the way over here with the dishwasher. This is just as a result of turning a home that was built in, I don't know what year this house is, but probably 1960, and making it just a little bit more usable for modern tradition. So yeah, you got a nice eat-in table right here. And I don't know if he can get this, but these cabinets are really, really nice that they just put in here. And no granite countertops, but they are brand new countertops. Okay. Really nice. The upstairs is nice. 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, big kitchen, front porch, and a big sunroom in the back. So we're gonna go downstairs where you're gonna find your living space, which is not, it's not unique for this area in the way these houses are built. Sometimes even you'll just have bedrooms upstairs and you come downstairs and that's where the kitchen and living room is. My first lake house, my kitchen and living room were downstairs. There were no bedrooms downstairs. So this would be considered probably the living area. It's small. You'd have to put a TV up over here or on the wall somewhere. But you also have this room back here, which they're considering a bedroom. And then Nathan will show you the rest of the unfinished area with, that's where the washer and dryer go. And these are just regular closets. Okay, so we're gonna go back through here. We'll step out on the patio and check out the outdoor area. Show you, Nathan's gonna show you the neighbors that are right here. They've got a nice little area over there. Just to kind of give you an idea, those neighbors are probably 40 feet from this house. And there's plenty of ways that you can, you can create a barrier. You can have your blinds down here. There's plenty of ways that you can kind of take care of that privacy issue. So again, little small wooden dock down there. 1 slip. And the first question I get on something like that is, can we get a bigger dock? And that, again, when we meet, I'll give you a really good class on how docks work and the size of the docks. But you have your envelope, and it has to be, you have to be no closer than 5 feet to your property lines as they extend out to the lake. So I'm going to say you may be able to go longer, maybe, but Ameren would have to prove it. And you just have to ask Ameren. So if it was like a hang up, or whether you would buy this house or not, if you can get a bigger dock, I would direct you to Ameren and ask them what they would be willing to do. That'd be a good way to do it. Okay, so nice patio area out here, and you can kind of see where the slider is to that other downstairs bedroom. And we'll go up these steps here. Okay, so yeah, this is the upstairs sunroom right here. Here's the upstairs deck. Have Nathan give you one more view of the lake before we go. And you can kind of see the neighbors as he's doing that too. Okay. So there you go. We're going to move on to the next one. Hopefully that was helpful. Missed one very important detail. We're in the downstairs living area. There was a bathroom down here, and I forgot to point that out. It's pretty nice. Now we're moving on.